And hello, everybody. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Welcome to Jim's in Town Gardening and Bella's Legacy Rabbitry. Not much in the gardens right now. Got some seeds planted. Compost is making. I've got 2 piles going right now, and one of them is hot. Trying to get one bin done. I've got just a little bit more to wait for it to thaw out so I can get it into my active pile, and then we'll be good. And there's Brother Roy, Sister Sharon. Good evening. Good evening. Good afternoon. It's evening somewhere. Hope you're having a blessed day. So we're continuing a series, owning a rabbit or rabbits. There's some that are planning on getting a bunch. Now, through this series, I'm going to start out with just pet rabbits, although much of what I share on this you can do with your those that are raising meat, still basically the same care. So today I've got Shiloh. Shiloh is she's a mini lop, but she is Holland lop, but she is a magpie. Beautiful girl. This girl loves to be pet. If Leanna's taking care of one of the other rabbits, this thing will stomp her feet, and she just loves to be made of. She would like to be in somebody's arms all the time. You got your nails stuck in my shirt, honey. So meet Shiloh. So what I thought is, normally I would do this out in the barn, and it's easier for me to do it in the barn because I can aim my camera different ways. And what I'm going to do is just basic grooming. So Roy says, stormed really hard last night. Everything is okay there. Very good, brother. We prayed for you last night. We'll continue to pray. There's many that are right in that storm's path. We was supposed to be cloudy all day. I'm seeing a lot of blue sky. Then they were talking snow for us earlier. So I've got bunny marbles out there drying. I'm in hopes that there's a gentleman that buys all my dried bunny marbles, and I'm hoping I can meet with him Friday. Before I start brushing her, hey, there's my bride. Mommy says hi to you. There's another advantage to having rabbits. For those that have gardens, rabbit manure is probably the best manure that you could that you could have for your garden. There's a lot of minerals that your plants love. The other great thing about it is you can put the manure right on and around your plants. Oftentimes in the fall, because I don't want my bins filling up really quick, I'll put it right on the front lawn. Now I might still have some In the spring, after the snow and everything melts, I might still have some when I rake the lawn. I leave that right there, and it breaks down. It gets into the soil. Um, our hibiscus tree, usually midsummer, I will put a good 3 inches right inside the its container, and it's a big container. It's a big tree. Some of you have seen it before. I'll put a good 3-4 inches, and it will come in. There'll still be a little bit on top, but just excellent, excellent fertilizer. So if oh, I know, brother, I know. Spell check. So I know there's many who are thinking about getting rabbits. I know Tractor Supply, my next time, I very well could come home with not many left because there's a lot of people that have been interested in them. It was just wrong time of year. And a lot of the children, I think parents were waiting just to make sure. So this gives them an opportunity to be prepared. Now, I don't have the brushes I usually have. Everybody knows my little pink one that's out in the barn. I've got quite a few bunnies shedding right now, and that's something that I do is I try to keep them well groomed. I want that hair. Hey, Katie, welcome. This is Shiloh, Katie. Cute bunny. Katie calls you a cute bunny. So what I did is I got this one. This one of the things I like about this is as you're grooming them, the hair kind of with the magnetic part, and I don't know how well it's going to do. We're still dry here, but it kind of collects the hair on it, which is nice. So usually I just start around the head, work down the back. With her, she's got fairly long hair. Do along the sides. Easy, sweet girl. You're all right. See, usually what I've got is the rabbit on my lap, and I let him on my stomach. Of course, with her, they would be on my stomach. My bigger rabbits, they'd be front paws on my chest. Spreads them right out. It gives me a chance to really work them. But just go over their whole body with it, just lightly. Now, if you have got one that's shedding, you can use a little card. Now, with these guys, I go very, very gentle with it. She's got long hair, but it's very fine. I don't want it digging into the skin. There's little plastic balls on the end, which kind of make it easier. Not too aggressive on the skin. Go, baby. You're not quite sure. All this talking but anyways, that's what I'll do is I'll go over their whole body. And usually when I do it, I check the ears, make sure the ears are clean, which he is. On the underside, all right, sweetie, you're good at this, so. Okay, easy. Another thing, check the pads of their feet. Can you put that leg right there? She says, I'm not sure what you're doing. You don't have me in the position you usually do. Okay, you're okay. Like I said, check the fur on their pads and the front. Yeah, you're getting tired of this already, aren't you, honey? Check and make sure they're clean down around the rear end area. Now, we've got some rabbits that when they do their cepatropes, that they'll stick to the hairs on the back. And I noticed Miracle down here. I noticed this morning that I've got to work on him. And I find it happens often when they're shedding. It's another reason why you've got to keep after the cages. You want those clean. Now, trimming nails, I will do a video probably out in the barn with me trimming the nails, because I can get the rabbit where I need to work with it. And I can show you that. I know I've done videos before of it. So, you know, and another thing that I do when I'm grooming them, you know, if I'm just brushing them, if I'm trimming their nails, is I talk to them. You wonder why I'm hoarse all the time. I talk to my rabbits all the time. I do. I talk to them. They know my voice. A lot of the times it will calm them down. I find when I'm doing a video, like with rabbits for sale, and I'm going to be, hopefully I can do a video today to put on tomorrow morning of rabbits for sale. Spend a lot of time talking because I'm explaining that rabbit, and you can watch. They're just like this, and this is how they should be. Now, some of you may have noticed my arms are, well, not so much that one, a few. This arm got pretty scarred up. Easy, sweet baby. I bred a doe a couple days ago. Easy, baby girl. I know you're tired of this already, aren't you? Huh? Okay. And I bred her to a young buck that I had never used before, and he attacked my doe. So, you know, I mentioned I never grab them by the scruff of the neck. Well, I had to with the doe because I had to protect her. And I wanted to protect him because I didn't know if she was going to retaliate back. I just didn't want anybody to get hurt. I got hurt. I got scarred up big time. First time that I've ever had that happen. I've had some boys that have not liked it when I take the does out, but they've never clawed and gone after with teeth. So that's a boy I probably won't use again. So, you know, for the majority of the time, this is how they should be. There might be times that you might get a little nip. Satin was one, if I was brushing her or going like this and I stopped to write something down, or if I had her and I was online and I went to type, there'd be times I get a little nip. She didn't do it to hurt. It was just like, hey, you've got me, pay attention to me. Once in a while that will happen. And what I'll do is I'll let a little screech out and it will scare them. And eventually when it happens enough, they'll, whoa, I heard him. You don't like that. So keep that in mind, you know, if you ever run into that. So not sure showing 3 on. So for next week's, I'm going to keep this one short. You know, there's not a whole lot that I can go on grooming. I'm going to keep this one short, but what is it? What are some of the things that you'd like to see in the upcoming videos? You know, I can get into feed, different feed things, different snacks that you can use. Just word of caution whenever you start feeding snacks is everything in moderation, and not all things are good for rabbits. That's like, you know, everybody, oh, I'll just feed my rabbit carrots. And, you know, in the natural, rabbits would not eat carrots. They don't dig for their food. No, they'd eat the carrot tops, but they don't eat the carrots. Those are a root crop. Now, there are some greens that are good for them, but again, moderation. Some of the greens that you would think would be really good, it's recommended no more than once a week. So you got to be careful. Do a study on that. And don't go with just one person's source. Go to multiple. Just like with grain, a lot of people will say, well, I don't have to feed grain. All I got to do is feed hay and greens. No, there are some vitamins and salts and stuff that are in the grains that they need. Here's another thing. A lot of people say, well, alfalfa is good for rabbits. Rabbit pellets are all based on alfalfa, so I'll get a bale of alfalfa hay too. I would recommend not doing that. That's a little bit alfalfa overload. I feed, it's more of a mixed grass. There's a lot of timothy in it. There's a lot of fescue. There's orchard grass. The gentleman that I help hay, he plants his own fields, and that hay works very, very good for them. And the other thing, you can buy a lot of hays all packaged up. If you've got a source of a dairy farmer around you or a beef farmer, somebody who does good quality hay, buy a bale of hay there. It's going to be a lot cheaper than buying a bag of hay. And if you're, well, where am I going to put it? Buy a garbage can. Buy one of those square, fairly tall garbage can with a cover on it. And if you're only buying 1 rabbit, 2 rabbits, that hay will last you a long while. Now, what I do with Leanna, I have my hay out in the barn, and that's what I use out there. Some of you may have seen it before. And I pull my hay, I fill my hay balls up with that. When Leanna needs it here, I bring a grain bag full of hay. I'll take it out of my barrel, and she digs out of that. That would last her a long time until we had so many in here. And hopefully this week, next week, there'll be some that go back out in the barn. So, friends, I guess I'm gonna end this video today. Like I said, I wanted to keep it short. I am in hopes to get a video out tomorrow on rabbits for sale. I've got a beautiful group of New Zealand blacks, and then I've got 2 girls and 3 boys left out of that litter. And then I've got a litter. There's 3 boys from Emily's litter. They're beautiful rabbits. All not having good luck with girls this year. Now, Alicia's and Caitlin's bunnies, I haven't done any sexing on them. Those guys are still very young. But boy, are they cute. They are sweet. If you watched the intro video, you would have seen the pictures that I had taken about a week and a half ago with those. So, friends, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time. Love you. Hope you have a blessed day. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I hope you do. I hope you will consider that. Hopefully you'll hit the like button. Let's get these videos out there. I know a lot of people are thinking about getting into rabbits. Is a lot of people who used to come here just to see the cute bunnies. And where I haven't done it much in the last short while, haven't seen many of them for quite a while. Friends, love you all. Have a blessed day. And I'm going to play my ministry outro because I don't have another one.